Hey Kingdom, if you ever looked for a Necromancer build in Baldur's Gate 3 that's as strong as it's simple to play, this unique multi-class setup is a must-try. From tanking damage to dishing out massive hits, you'll be an unstoppable force by the time you hit mid-game with your undead army. But to get most out of this build, you need to know exactly how to start. So let's dive into character creation to set you up for success. When you think about Necromancer, you think that you need to start as a wizard, of course, but wizard got a lot of problems. You can play as any race when you play in this build, so it's not race specific, you can pick like any race, because we're not starting as wizard. Probably you saw some of my cleric and wizard guides and how I beat it honor mode first time. Instead of starting as wizard, to make a really nice twist on Necromancer, we will start as fighter. Yeah, as fighter. So we will have simple weapons, martial weapons, basically all weapons proficiency, all armor proficiency, and we can pick any gear from the game we like. That's what makes the difference and what will create crazy Necromancer for us. So, its fighting style, you're not looking for any damaging stuff over here, but going forward a little bit, we will use some bow, of course. And you can actually decide, do you want to be more bow-specific Necromancer, and bow will make a lot of difference in your playstyle, definitely. Or you can go for more melee playstyle, that's what I will go now, and it will be defense fighting style, of course. Then let's talk about our abilities. They will be a little bit tricky to get, since we're doing a really insanely unique Necromancer today. But that's what we got here. So, strength will be 17. It will be our primary start to inflict damage with our melee weapon, and that's why we have +2 bonus and maxed out strength basically. We will have 8 dexterity. Don't worry, we will fix it later, but for now we just need 8 dexterity. Yeah, it will affect our armor class in the early game, it will affect our initiative rolls, but that's fine, we're okay if enemies take first turn actually. The main spellcasting ability for wizard is intelligence, that's why we want to have intelligence as high as possible too, and it will be at 16 points, we don't need more. To keep concentration and have more health to survive this crazy world of Baldur's Gate 3, Constitution at 14 is pretty nice and optimal point to have. And last but not least, Wisdom. We don't want to have penalty in Wisdom because Wisdom is the most common saving throw, so 10 is just nice to have. And that's it. Hey, it's very likely you will find text versions of this and other builds in my Discord. Just press on more and you will find link for it in description. At early levels you may feel underpowered, but with the right skills and abilities you'll quickly turn that around. So, but when you level up, after you reach the beach basically, you want to switch your class to wizard instantly and continue as wizard for now. Most importantly, because basically you can't start as Necromancer and get your undead army. You will be able to summon undeads only in later stages of the game, when you level up a little bit. That's why we're looking for pretty basic mage playstyle right now, but we will be mystic fighter, something like this. So what we will have from starting cantrips as wizard, it will be Firebolt, just for damage, and that's it. Of course, Bone Chill. Some enemies in this game can regain health, and you want to stop it. To stop it and prevent them from healing, there's Bone Chill cantrip. It requires no spell slots, pretty powerful necrotic damage spell. And last but not least is Minor Illusion. It comes in handy when you explore the game and you can make different setups with this, so definitely take use and learn how to use Minor Illusion. But Ray of Frost, our damaging cantrip. First of all, it reduces target's movement speed, so you can stand at range. And also it won't damage bodies, because sometimes when you use Firebolt or other cantrips, you can basically fry your bodies and won't be able to summon undeaths from them. So, spells. Are they so important for a wizard? Definitely no. There is cool part of wizards that you basically can learn any spell you like, you just need to prepare them before the fight starts. But when you level up, you will prepare and learn some spells, completely for free. So, I really like to have Long Strider on me with Enhanced Sleep, and Feather Fall. That's all ritual spells. They require no spell slots when you cast it outside of the combat, and will give you ability to basically like get to any location when you explore and jump from any height when you explore. It comes in really handy in some situations for whole party, and having more movement speed is really beneficial stuff for you and your zombies. You just cast it once and it lasts until long rest. It's a great spell. So, because we won't have really high chance to hit with our spells, we're not using any like damaging spells at this point of the game. Beside Magic Missile, of course. Magic Missile will have 100% chance to hit, and when target have around like 6 to 15 health, you just use Magic Missile and destroy him. And since most our spells that using our zombies, summoning our zombie army is more high level spells, Shield is a great spell to have in your arsenal. We will be really tanky in heavy armor, we will wear a shield, and if someone actually manages to hit us, we can use Shield to completely destroy the chances to hit us. And then we focus on control spells, so something that will help our teammates to deal damage. Our teammates is our zombies, of course, or our party, and Tasha's Hide of Slaughter is insane spell to have. That's nice starting spell list, and again, as wizard you can just learn any spell from spell scrolls, you can use any spell from spell scrolls, just do whatever you like, but that's my like setup for the game. That's fighting setup, and Featherfall and Hand Sleep will come in later. Level 3 will come with subclass pick, and don't mess this stuff up. You want to be Necromancy Wizard. So Necromancy Wizard is one of the weakest wizards actually, but we will make it completely broken in today's build. So the future of Necromancy Wizard: if you kill a creature with a spell, you regain hit points equal to twice the spell slot level used. So if you kill someone with a level 1 spell slot, you will regain 2 health. And that's a lame future, completely lame future, and we don't care about it. No one will hit us anyway, and level 3 right now of our character, we can learn few spells, and I would go with Chromatic Orb actually. So we have like different types of damage in our arsenal, because Chromatic Orb can be casted as Thunder, Lightning, Fire, Ice damage. Just in case you need some type of damage, just use it. Thunder Wave is a nice stuff to have when you need to push enemies away. And we come into level 4, that's where our wizard is level 3 already, and we get access to level 2 spells. So what we're looking at level 2 spells? Basically we're looking for something that will give us a lot of control of battlefield, and we're looking for spells like Hold Person that can basically hold humanoid and they can't move or do any action. And Misty Step is a great stuff to have ability to move in battle in case you need to save your ass or just go and engage into combat. And also you're looking for Mirror Image that will give you more armor class and make you basically unhittable. Knock spell is really nice to have, since it will give you ability to unlock any door without any like additional lock picking. And some doors can be locked picked but can be opened via knock spell. And Cloud of Daggers. Like, I like Cloud of Daggers, it's really powerful stuff. That's basically spells you're looking for from level 2 spells, and bunch of spells from scrolls, just learn them and just level up to level 5. Level 5 comes with additional cantrip, and from this point of the game you don't care what cantrips you take after you pick Shocking Grasp. So just in case you are in melee range, instead of using your sword, sometimes you won't have really high chance to hit with a sword, you can try Shocking Grasp, and you will have advantage on enemies in metal armor. For spells, again, I'm looking for Thunder and other types of damage. I'm not looking for fire spells with this Necromancer. I don't want to, like, fry my zombies and control stuff. But at this level, we will pick our first feat, so this feat will be really tricky. Most of the time, you know, people get in ability improvement and other stuff, but we will go with Heavy Armor Master. So, this will give us +1 strength, our strength will be 18 right now, and all incoming damage from non-magical attack will be decreased by 3. We are basically becoming unkillable tanky machine at this point of the game. And finally, we are arriving at level 6. That's where we will become Necromancer, because that's where we will unlock level 3 spell Animate Dead. Yeah. We finally can summon our zombie army, and that's the spells you're looking for from level 3 spells. that can be useful. First of all, Vampiric Touch. While it may sound like pretty fun spell, it will eat your action every turn for just 3d6 necrotic damage. At this point of the game, your weapons already doing a lot more damage and you can do a lot more stuff with just your weapons, with 18 strength. But that's a nice spell to have. Haste. That's the spell you're looking for most of the time. It will give you more armor class, and considering our really high armor class, you know, this spell is really easy to keep concentration on. Another level 3 spells is Counter Spell, really useful stuff. Fear, nice to make enemies drop their weapons and run in fear from the Necromancer. Hypnotic Pattern is really nice stuff too. And that's basically it. Since Animate Death is the main ability from this spell slot level. By the time you reach mid-game, you'll unlock key abilities that will let you breeze through encounters with ease. But the right gear can make all the difference, especially in the early game when things starts to ramp up so quickly. Because when we're starting as fighter, we will have ability to wear any gear we like. I would like to point you at the few really great items you want to find and have in this act. First of all, Face Breaker. And I may mispronounce face, but this giant mole can break face. Definitely. You can get it closer to the end of Act 1 from the boss, but it's definitely worth it. Most of all because it got very nice special weapon action. Most weapons will have something like Weekend Strike, Concussive Smash and other stuff that moles will have, but this weapon will have absolute power, and that's game changer. Just look at the damage you can unleash at early stages of the game. It will be recharged on short rest and can push targets away, while at the same time unleashing crazy amounts of damage, so definitely make this giant mole something that you're looking as your main weapon. Another good weapon could be Faller Aloof. That's a great sword, and the nice part, you can wear it with shield equipped, so you can have higher armor class. What you're looking for in this sword is special action again that will recharge on short rest, and it's called Faller Aloof Melody. You're looking for Faller Aloof Shriek, of course, and when you turn this stuff on, you will see the big red circle around you. Everyone in this circle will take additional thunder damage on hit. And not only on your hit, but also on your allies' hits. That's why this sword is so powerful, especially in evil Necromancer hands. But that's not it. Also don't forget, you can have Titan String Bow at this act, and that's really powerful and great bow. Coolest part about this bow is that you will have additional strength modifier added to your damage. The only problem when you're trying to hit someone who is not mannequin, you won't have a lot of hit chance. Even guys without armor will give you around 70% chance to hit. But still we need this big bow in case we can't hit with our weapon. Maybe we're keeping distance from the enemy, and that's nice to have ability to wield a bow in these situations. Still, it's pretty easy to fix the problem with chances to hit. You're looking for Gloves of Dexterity. It's a really easy obtainable item in Act 1.5, how I call it, and you can basically just go and buy it from the trader in Githyanki Crochet. This will set your dexterity to 18, and this will instantly raise our hit chance with this bow, while at the same time having attack rolls +1, so we have really nice chances to hit with this bow. And these gloves will make a big difference when we advance and get later gear. But right now also we want to be more tanky. And the best way to become tanky in this act is to actually get Adamantine Splint Armor. It's heavy armor and it will have 18 armor class not affected by dexterity. Insanely powerful, will block all incoming damage by 2. When you will be hit, the attacker is sent reeling, means he will miss you a lot more often, and basically that's a great heavy armor. If you don't want to craft this armor for yourself, or maybe you want this armor on other party members, you can just pick any good heavy armor at this point of the game, or good medium armor will work too, after you will raise your dexterity with Gloves of Dexterity, of course. So, equipped with the right gear, you'll be able to dominate tougher encounters. But now, when you get right set up, let's talk about strategy, how to use your abilities and gear to full effect. Stuff that can increase your power is Elixir of Heal Giant Strength, of course. While this build is not reliant on these potions, like you can ignore them completely, in reality it's nice to have ability to inflict more damage with your bow as well as your sword. And our early game Necromancer will look like this. In good heavy armor with a shield, you will have around 21 armor class at this point already. Like a little bit more, a little bit less, it doesn't matter too much. And that's how enemies on Tactician or Honor mode will face you basically. They can try to attack, but most of the time they will just miss, since it's really insanely high armor class for basic mage. But if they manage to hit you, you can react with a shield and basically they will miss anyway, and probably everyone at this round will miss, or even won't attack at all like this dude here. With strength potions, our chances to hit will be pretty decent, so you can play this character as basic fighter with occasional usage of magic. Technically you will have really a better version of Eldritch Knight right now, since you will have access to the same spells. When talking about spells, just take a look what is chances to hit. For example, hold person will use wisdom saving throw, and you will need to keep concentration, so your target need to have low wisdom. For example, this guy got high wisdom, this guy got low wisdom, we have 65% chance to hit, and he is hold person. So now everyone in your party, including yourself, will make a critical hit with 100% chance on this dude. And that's where comes something like Faller Aloof. So for example, Faller Aloof Shriek will also deal additional damage. And when you crit, it also applied to your thunder damage rolls. Or actually, for some reason it won't, but it should. Maybe some game bugs, whatever. This Faller Aloof stuff is really incredibly powerful when you use a magic missile, since every missile will deal additional thunder damage too, and that's where your basic magic missile becomes kinda upcasted to level 5 spells, since it's additional 3d4 damage. And as you can see, we're dealing 20 damage without any problem at all. And while Hold Person is a great spell, it uses level 2 spell slot, and most of the time you probably will like to upcast your magic missile to level 2 for extra damage. That's why level 1 Tasha's Hider Slaughter is a great spell to have. It uses level 1 spell slot, and the enemy will lie and will just laugh. Just like that, yeah. And all you need to do is to just come close and ask, "What's so funny, bro?" If you're using this Face Melter, Face Breaker of course, that's also a great weapon, and yeah, it's dealing insane and absurd amount of damage with absolute powers, skill spell, whatever. Weapon skill that will crit when someone is hold person for up to 30 damage at this point of the game is just insane. Since most enemies will have something like around 20-30 health. And that's basically how you play this wizard Necromancer at this point of the game. Like a crazy mage or fighter, really unique and well-rounded character. But that's just beginning. The coolest power you will have as this type of character, the high strength, and you can basically pick up bodies of enemies. Because Necromancer got a little bit of nerfs, and you need to make all bodies close to each other and just drag and drop them from your inventory from time to time, and then you can cast Animate Death, so that's a little bit later in the game when you finish full build at level 6 basically. And what you want to do, you want to create zombies. Right now it doesn't matter where bodies lie actually, you can create zombie from any corpse and pick up all corpses so they will stay with you when you need these guys later. And what's so cool about these zombie guys? First of all, when reduced to 0 hit points, it will regain 1 hit point, and you know what? Even 1 hit point is a great deal, since when you're alive you can do from 5 to 15 damage, bludgeoning damage. But at the same time, zombies infecting crawling gnaw. It will infect enemy with the zombie mucus, and when enemy dies, it will be raised as newborn zombie. Normally zombie will have 16 strength that will affect chances to hit. But if you select zombie and open your inventory and to drink this potion, you can actually raise his strength and he will have a little bit high chances to hit and deal more damage. But zombies is like a squishy guys, so be careful. Make sure you're not just wasting potions of heal giant strength for them. But it's definitely worth it, since you can hold person enemies right now. And then when your zombie starts to attack, he will probably crit them and create newborn zombies. That's how you start your army. So newborn zombie is kind of basic zombie, but he will take a damage each turn. Basically he will take damage every few seconds. So you need to be fast if you want a really big zombie army. You just go in, attack, lower enemies as much as possible, and then go in with your zombie army on them. Newborn zombies will act on themselves, while you can control only your main zombie. And the cool trick you can use with these zombies is to just use your dash action and also jump as bonus action. So this will give you ability to travel more distance, of course, and don't forget to cast Long Strider before the fight on zombies. And you don't even need to attack sometime, you just need to stay close most of the time. When you stay in close, when target will try to run away, it will provoke opportunity attack, of course, which will make easier job for zombies to create undead army. And actually all they need to do is one hit. After one hit, it's already infecting targets with Growling Gnaw. Jeez, I can't pronounce this. And then even you can finish down the target and get your newborn zombie in your army. Newborn zombie, of course. And just like that, fights can go out of enemy control in a matter of seconds when tons of newborn zombies go in, attack, and create more and more and more newborn zombies. Just a second ago this fight was 1 versus 5, but now it's 1 versus 5 from enemy perspective. And while enemy laughing hard, our zombies just go and destroy them like this. Oh my goodness. I don't know what you think, but in my opinion that's insanely cool character concept for really overpowered and strong Necromancer. Mastering this playstyle will let you handle even the toughest encounters with ease and dominate in any fight. But now we're changing things a little bit, and this will completely change how you handle your combat and encounters. And now we get at our most important level. It will be level 6 of Wizard. That's where we're getting undead trials. Now when we use Animate Dead, we can raise additional corpse. We basically can do 2 zombies at the same time. While creatures created with Animate Dead will have additional hit points equal to our wizard level. That's actually a big deal, and our zombies will have around 30 health right now, with our proficiency bonus and wizard level. Also, we will have Undead Trials Animate Dead spell here, basically. So you don't need to learn Animate Dead before, but when you're playing Necromancer you want to learn it as fast as possible, of course, for role-playing purposes. And we're getting bunch of level 3 spells. But again, you want to use level 3 spell slots for your undead summons, that's why get more level 2 spells for control and other stuff. And large reduce actually fun stuff, you can make your zombies larger and do more damage, it's pretty fun stuff. And haste is, by the way, also really fun stuff when you cast it on your zombies, so you can concentrate on haste to make zombies do 2 attacks instead of 1 to have more chances to raise the big army of zombies. But now we're getting to level 7, that's where we unlock level 4 spells, like Conjure Minor Elemental and other stuff. But do you actually want these spells? In reality, no, you don't need these Necromancy spells and other stuff. And instead of continuing as wizard, we're making changes in our build. So we already got everything we need to become really powerful zombie armor, Necromancer, Overlord, whatever. But the real deal right now is to become even more powerful character. If we continue as wizard, our zombies will have 5 more health in total. So we don't need to be level 11 wizard for this additional 5 health for the zombies. They will be melted with fireballs anyway. And instead we continue as fighter. Yeah, fighter gives us a lot more benefits and creates more unique and really insane character. So, are you ready to make the good use of this mole? I hope so. Okay, 1 level of fighter gives us ability to have extra action at the first turn of the combat. and that's great. But now we will be able to choose our subclass at level 9. And while Eldritch Knight is kinda smart choice to advance and get more and better spell slots, you don't need them. You don't need these spell slots actually. You can cast high level spells from scrolls if you wish to. And you can go for boring road with champion subclass, of course, to increase chances of landing a critical hit, but we're going for Battle Master, of course. And that's why, because we will get some maneuvers, and this maneuvers is insanely powerful. So first of all, we will have Disarming Strike, and we will have melee and range weapon like version of it, so we can use it with our bow, we can use it with our sword, and basically disarm a foe. That's a cool stuff against some enemies who got really powerful weapons, but what we're really looking for is menacing attack. First of all, everyone will fear us, since this attack possibly will frighten a target. But coolest part, the target will be standing in one place. It will be a lot easier for zombies to come close and start attacking this target, and also we will deal additional damage with our weapon, with all these maneuver attacks. Then you can decide, you can go with precision attack, just in case you really need a hit, and yeah, we will need a hit with our bow a lot of time, that's why for this build I'm going with precision attack, but you can go with like something like trip attack, for example, to make enemies prone and give advantage on attack rolls for your team members. And also I really like riposte. So riposte is nice stuff when someone tries to hit you. You can expend superiority dice and retaliate with strike against them. That's nice stuff, because if you like don't have a little bit of damage to finish off target who is right now poisoned with zombie curse, that's a great stuff to have. Still, my first bunch of maneuver attacks will be disarming, menacing, and precision attacks. And most probably you will be finishing Act 2 at these levels. So, these levels where you will feel your build power really come online, and things get a lot more fun from here. But gear in this stage isn't about stats, it's about synergy with your build, enhancing your strengths. So, the gear we're looking for here is mostly stuff that will enhance our power right now. First of all, if you're not having good heavy armor yet, or maybe you missed adamantine splint armor, there's another really good armor at this point of the game, Dwarven Splint Mail. That's insanely powerful armor that will up your constitution by 2, so you will have more health and more chances to keep your concentration on your spells, while at the same time it will make you take less piercing damage and have 19 armor class, which is really nice and strong armor class. But you need to do some checks and dialects to unlock this secret item, so make sure you're careful. Otherwise, just again, look for really good medium or heavy armors. Just look for armor class. And while you're looking for armor class, maybe you're already getting bored with your previous weapons and want to change things a little bit. There's really good flail in this act. So in Act 2 there's Defender Flail, and it will reduce incoming damage by 1 basic damage. It has nice enchantment, and also it gives you +1 armor class, which is pretty cool if you get in the best heavy armors in the game, you're wearing a shield, you will have just insane armor class at this point of the game. So, without any potions and lotions, 23 armor class flat. That's insane for Necromancer, for mage basically. You're not just squishy mage, you're forced to be reckoned with. But here is complete game changer for you. So, as this type of mage, you actually don't have any good helmets that will give you like a lot of power, but because all our skills is all over the place and we don't have really like strong chances to hit with our spells right now, we need to increase our chances to succeed in control spells, in actually like damage spells that use attack rolls. And here comes Helmet of Arcane Acuity. This helmet is just insane. Whenever you deal damage with a weapon attack, you gain Arcane Acuity for 2 turns. And here how we will use it. Basically we will just equip this helmet, and it looks definitely amazing. And we need one more secret item, Arrow of Many Targets. When you deal damage, this arrow can jump to 3 additional targets. This means when you're fighting like piles of enemies, You just shoot this arrow, it will shoot multiple enemies at once, and you will instantly get a lot of arcane acuity. How arcane acuity works? It's really simple. Affected entity will have +1 bonus to spell attack rolls and spell difficulty class, and this will just raise chances to hit with our spells. Every time we raise our arcane acuity, basically we're getting +10% to hit with our spells, for even 100% chance to hit. That's insanely broken. Speaking about weapons, you can finish this act with Infernal Rapier. You will gain bonus to spell save DC, and as you know already, it's pretty important stat. And instead of dexterity, you will use spellcasting ability modifier to attack rolls. You actually don't care about this weapon too much, you want to use it to make attacks. What you're looking for is the skill in this weapon, and it's already level 6 spell, Faller Aloof, Planar Ally Cambion. So basically you can summon Cambion for yourself that can cast Rays of Fire, Fiendish Charm, Draining Keys, and that's pretty powerful companion. I won't spoil how to get this weapon, you can Google it if you wish to, or just like if you're looking for a new build to play, you already know how to get this rapier. It's not essential item for the build anyway. And by the end of Act 2, you're looking for Ketruk Shield, of course, to get a good shield with additional bonus to your spell attack rolls and spell save DC. It's really easy to get, you won't miss it probably, because that's basically the boss item in Act 2. So now you know all gear you need to get in Act 2, but knowing how to play this build properly is what separates complete domination from lost runs, especially in Honor mode and especially in Act 2. So that's how you will play right now. So first of all, we have Advanced Animate Dead right now, and now we can use it on 2 corpses at the same time to create 2 zombies at once. And it will be our 2 main zombies with 31 health. Before the fight, you can press over here to untoggle summon grouping and control your zombies separate ways, so you can make them and get them to more advantageous positions. But still don't forget to buff them with Long Strider, of course. And depending on what concentration spell you want to use, if you want to use Hold Person for your zombies, then definitely use this. But you can use Enlarge Reduce, you can use Haste on your zombies, you can use Haste on yourself too. But that's basically the strongest part about this build. So, with really high strength, we will have nice chances to hit with our bow, and this gives this broken stuff. First of all, zombies will do pretty nice damage right now. It's almost impossible to hit us, but still enemies sometime will hit, that's not a big problem. And that's why we want to not be the first one to act in a combat most of the time. We can use range attack with our secret weapon, Arrow of Many Targets, and just look for a target with a high hit chance, do your job, it will hit most of the targets, and this will raise our arcane acuity a lot. Probably we will have some newborn zombies at this point also, but here's the coolest part. With 10 arcane acuity stacks right now, even while our intelligence is not the best one, just 16, we can use Action Surge on the first turn for extra action. And with second action, we will use Hold Person upcasted to level 3, for example, to target 2 targets at once. This guy is boss, by the way, with legendary resistance. And legendary resistance gives him like insanely high chance, plus 10 bonus to saving throw basically. Even with this, it's almost impossible for him to resist our Hold Person. And now it's time for zombies to act. The fun part, our cantrips are now doing pretty nice chunk of damage, it's 2d8. And in some situations it's even higher damage than our bow can do, even with additional bonus from our strength. And chances to hit with them is insanely high, thanks to our arcane acuity. So it's just an ease to destroy enemies, with your cantrips of course. We are still unhittable with a shield spell of course, and basically it's impossible to hit us, which makes a lot easier for zombies to survive and try to just curse all our targets. Damage is insane in my opinion. And when you don't have enough movement speed, never forget to use Jump. Jump is just bonus action for zombies with 3 additional meters of movement speed. to finally summon bunch of zombies. And if targets is disabled, don't rush. Probably newborn zombies can finish off the targets, and all you need to do on the next turn is to finish targets yourself. And it's zombie time. Oh jeez. What you want to do is to actually act fast, since our newborn zombies will lose health really fast. The fun stuff you can actually do is to throw some potions of speed if zombies group up on nearby enemies, and they will be hastened. Let's see how big of an army we can make in a matter of seconds. Oh jeez, we are coming. Oh jeez, they dashing to become my army. I mean, like, literally. Look at them. Jeez, I kinda don't even need to do anything. Zombies will do everything by themselves. And just in case we need to finish someone again, don't forget you have magic missile. What these zombies are doing? Jeez, that's definitely one of the most broken Necromancer builds ever. By following these strategies, you'll find that combat becomes smoother and you'll feel more in control of every fight. But as we approach the endgame, things get tougher. But with the right setup, you'll be able to dominate. So, and basically we're just finishing things up right now. And we're leveling Fighter first of all. And last of all, basically, we're going with 6 levels in Wizard and 6 levels in Fighter, of course. So, level 4 Fighter will give us Feat, and we can pick different ones depending on our playstyle. We can go with Ability Improvement Strength just for more chances to deal damage with our, like, melee weapon. Nachalo. And honestly, it's up to you. Another good choice will be to get more Constitution for concentration saving throws and also for more health. But if you wish to actually deal more damage with your weapon, just go for Great Weapon Master all in. But you will need to choose like other weapons probably and wear no shield. That's why Great Weapon Master all in is kinda tricky stuff. Still, if you land a critical hit, you will be able to do additional attack with a bonus action, which is nice stuff, and you don't need to wear a two-handed weapon for this bonus. So you kinda, losing damage, but you gain an ability to make attacks with your bonus action, which is great, since wizards and fighters can't do it. Another nice stuff, if you're using a lot of bow attacks, just go with Sharpshooter for more damage from your bow. But what I like to pick right now is Sentinel feat, of course. Sentinel is just insane. When enemy in melee ranges attacks your ally, and your allies is zombies of course, you can use reaction to make a weapon attack against this enemy. So you're standing in like a lot of zombies, and all your zombies is all over the place around you. Enemies will definitely try to kill them, and you will retaliate with reaction on them, killing your enemies and making them zombies. That's like a great feat. Also, when you hit this attack, enemy will stuck in one place, so they can't run away, and that's a great feat. Also, level 5 or your level 11 will give you extra attack. Now you can do 2 attacks in one turn, which is insanely great stuff. So you're basically starting your fight by doing 2 attacks with multi-arrow. You're definitely getting your arcane equity at maximum, and with second action disabling everyone. And then your zombies doing all other job. And final level is again will be Fighter to get 1 more feat, since fighters will get feat at level 6. And again, it can be ability improvement strength, it can be Great Weapon Master all-in, also it can be just tough feat, for example, for more health. But don't forget there's Warcaster, which is great feat that gives you advantage on saving throws to maintain concentration. And here's the fun stuff: when you're starting as fighter, you gain Constitution saving throw proficiency, so you're already adding your proficiency to Constitution saving throws, which is +4. That's why we don't need high Constitution for this type of character. And having advantage to keep in your concentration is really great stuff to have. So I'm getting Warcaster most of the time. So, Act 3 items is really simple. You already have all your build. You can mix and mess around with items as much as you wish, but here is what you're looking for in Act 3. I would say Crypt Lord Ring is really a nice one for additional summon. It will give you level 6 spell create undead every long rest. And again, it's really powerful companion for your undead army. And since we don't have any access to the high level spells otherwise, that's really a nice pick. So then we don't have a really good amulet, and you can pick some good amulets you will find on the way, but Amulet of Devote in Act 3, sorry, you basically will probably like it, since you will gain +2 bonus to spell save DC. But use this amulet if you're playing a lot of control spells. But if you're not using control spells that using spell save DC, like too much, then definitely just ignore this stuff and get any other amulet you like. And for weapons, again, you can use any weapon from previous acts pretty normally. You most of the time will find yourself fighting with Titan Sting Bow. But here's a great weapon from Act 3 is Nerilna. Nerilna is a great weapon. You can throw it, it will return to your hand, and when thrown it will deal additional thunder damage. It also gives additional thunder damage on hit, it glows, and coolest part, you will gain bonus movement speed. You know, movement speed is the biggest problem of this character, and gaining additional movement speed and having immunity to falling damage is really a great weapon to have in your arsenal. Combat-wise, nothing changes, so basically you'll have same abilities, but you will just become stronger. That's why... oh my goodness. I hope you enjoyed this broken Necromancer build, and guys, watch other cool builds on the screen right now. See you in the next video.